And what's going on, guys? I hope that everyone had a great weekend this weekend, but today's video is going to be about Throttlebody Spacers and what they do and if they're even worth it. Now, pretty much what a Throttlebody Spacer is, it's a little tiny spacer. It could be a spacer that's that thick all the way up to like this thick, in between your throttle body and your intake manifold. Now, there are a lot of different designs. Some of them have a lot of little swirls in there. Some just have big old ridges. Now, what those ridges and spirals are supposed to do in the Throttlebody Spacer is pretty much shape the air, spin the air a little bit, allow more air to get to the engine pretty much, therefore you have more power. And on top of giving you more power, by the air being shaped a certain way, like on mine, the ridges it goes through, it's supposed to make a distinct sound, almost make your engine sound turbocharged. Which, don't get me wrong, it's nothing like a real turbocharger. It's just supposed to do that. That's just one, I guess, little side effect of having a Throttlebody Spacer. Now, I have had two vehicles that Throttlebody Spacer has been on. It is this 2012 Mustang GT and my old car, my 2005 V6 Mustang. Now, I will say that on my V6 Mustang, I did buy the Air Raid Throttlebody Spacer and the BBK cold air intake at the same time. So I don't absolutely know if all the power I felt then was from, which mod, which, looking back now, I'm pretty sure it was just the cold air intake, because when I bought the Throttlebody Spacer for this car here, and, I bought it alone, and I didn't feel any kind of power increase. Now, when I had my V6 Mustang, I was still probably only like 18 years old. I didn't know a crazy amount about cars, but I saw this Throttlebody Spacer on AmericMuscle.com. I read some of the reviews. People were saying how, they were awesome, how you definitely feel the power, that turbocharger whistle was awesome, which, I wasn't trying to make anyone think that my car was turbocharged. That was just one thing, is that whistle with my V6 Mustang was crazy loud, and I actually really liked it. But where I messed up on it was I bought the Throttlebody Spacer and I bought the cold air intake at the same time, which when I got them, I installed them the same day. And as far as acceleration, I definitely felt like my acceleration was improved. Horsepower, I didn't know the exact numbers because I didn't put it on the dyno, but as far as acceleration, I definitely felt like it helped me, which was why I bought the Throttlebody Spacer again for my 2012 Mustang GT. Which, when I bought it for this car, I already had the cold air intake installed. I had the Roush cold air intake, and that was one thing I was definitely let down because I didn't feel anything from it. As far as acceleration, didn't feel anything. Top end horsepower, mid horsepower, anything like that, didn't feel anything. Again, I haven't dyno tuned my car. I'm sure it helped that little tiny bit, maybe a horsepower, maybe at that. But the whistle, that's one thing too. It does have a very, very slight whistle. You really have to be paying attention to it, looking out for that sound. So looking back, I would probably invest that $100 I spent on my Throttlebody Spacer. I'd invest it somewhere else. Maybe that $100 would have went to getting me an actual intake manifold. I'm thinking about maybe getting a Boss 302 intake manifold, maybe the Cobra Jet. I've heard that the Boss 302 is pretty good, but the Cobra Jet you get the most horsepower out of, but it's just so wide open that it kind of affects daily drivability. Well, guys, I am over here at work now, and I'm not just totally bashing Throttlebody Spacers. I mean, like I said, for my V6 Mustang, I really felt like it helped me. I like that little whistle it had, and they have all kind of brands of Throttlebody Spacers. I just personally got the Air Raid Throttlebody Spacer on both my cars, but I know that there's a lot of different Throttlebody Spacers that range from like $30 all the way up to like $150. And just to give you all a reference as far as what it actually looks like, as you can see, and guys, do not judge under here. I know I haven't cleaned it in a little while. I will be cleaning it this weekend for the little Cars and Coffee in Memorial City Mall. Put that down there. But this dirty little red thing right here, that is the actual Throttlebody Spacer. Like I said, it's about that inch thickness. But that's what it looks like. I can already see the comments now. I'm gonna get torn apart for how dirty my engine bay was. That happened so much in the beginning. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.